Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I'm going to show you what came in my bundle coming from Scrap and Create. I purchased the bundle of the Curiouser and Curiouser Graphic 45 collection. I've already made one album. There is a walkthrough and a tutorial. I wanted to show you this cover because I just love the cover. It came out very cool. This is popped up, so the butterflies are dimensional, and this is popped up as well. So, I don't know. I just like it. So the Curiouser and Curiouser is obviously a take on Alice in Wonderland. It's got, to me, more of the traditional colors. Graphic 45 had another Alice in Wonderland collection, but this is the new version. This would be great if you know anyone who is an Alice fan. It also has lots of hearts, which of course you would expect, so it would make a Valentine's Day kind of album. I'm not going to go through this, but I'm going to show you a couple of elements in this mini album which shows you why I like getting everything in the collection. But let me show you the collection. So of course it comes in the 12 by 12 and 8 by 8, and it has the 12 by 12 patterns and solids. The 12 by 12 has two sheets. Oh, I have it upside down. Two sheets of all 8 double-sided papers. So this is what I call the faceplate, the main page, which a lot of people will do as the cover, and I did. I don't always. In my last one, using the autumn greetings, I didn't use, everybody liked to use the fox and the deer. I did not use that as the cover. I don't always like doing what you would expect, but sometimes I do. So in this one I did. So I sort of took my idea from this and cut this out and popped it up and just did all sorts of things. But it's pretty. And I also used some of the designs here. I mean, for instance, this, I did not fussy cut this, but I took this paper and matted it with white on each side. Anyhow, I took my hint from this. The back side of that has the hearts. And as I said, yeah, it would make a fun Valentine's Day paper. So this is sort of layer upon layer. You see the back has the diamond, I guess you'd call it the harlequin. But it's got roses and it's got some gold elements. It's not metallic gold, it's just color gold, which is real pretty. So we have the hearts, and then the back side of that has this really pretty pattern on it. I use this, it's ferns, but I used it in a couple of places in the album. This is more of a cut apart sheet. I did use some of this. Loved this cut apart, although I didn't put it predominantly anywhere in the album. I did use this one. I used that. I used a lot of it, and now I use this, the hearts. I used the tags, but I probably could have used it even more. And there's the back side of that. I wish I had gotten some of this, just plain. So this is sort of cute. But again, this lends itself to Valentine's Day, don't you think? And then the back side has more of the gold on black. It's a very muted diamond in the background. Loved this. So it's just the very nicely sketched. I don't know if it came from the original drawings. I don't know what was, I guess it did, because that was original. If you get a chance, go read up on the illustrator of Alice in Wonderland, and if you don't know where Alice in Wonderland came from. Really interesting stuff. Anyhow, here's the back of that. This one's just a good all-over print. It has a lot of the elements you would expect. There's Alice, Humpty Dumpty, the key, Curiouser and Curiouser. This main picture that you'll see throughout, some of the stamps. So a lot there. And then here's that flower print with the gold background. This, when I first got it, I was like, okay, what am I going to do with that? So it's definitely black and white and gray tones. it's got the roses here, and then there's some of these flowers here, which lilac, hydrangea, I think lilac. I don't know. But I was stumped, but it came together real well. Just take a look at the walkthrough and see how I use this, because, like I said, that stumped me. Here's another page of cut-aparts. These were fabulous, since Graphic 45 doesn't do the postcard kind of cut-aparts that they send anymore. This sheet is invaluable. And there's the back of that. And then the only thing I would do with this is usually this, like this was a focal point, that was a focal point, that was two. And then if you want to use them, you could just cut them apart and stick them in pockets. But usually I like to cut them apart, put them on cardstock, back them with whatever's on the back, and put them in pockets. Also, I like to use this page. Which one did I use as a focal point? I think I used this. I use that. So, you know, different. I probably should have gotten an extra one of these just because I use this page so much. So that's what's in the 12 by 12. And I'm not going to show you the 8 by 8 because that is exactly the same as the 12 by 12. I'm trying to find where I put my 8 by 8. There it is. I'm not going to take it out of the package. The only thing about this is you get 3 of each double-sided pages. Same as that, which is good because I did use some of these, what I call the focal points, but in the smaller version. So there is that. Same thing. The patterns and solids, I always like to get that. Now, they are great when you're doing photo mats, but also they are great as a background. I don't think I used this one so much as I did this, but it's a pretty gold color. So you get 2 of these and then 2 of these. And I don't know if you can see the tone on tone. So you've got the hearts, and then below that are sort of a, it's not fleur-de-lis. It's just got a motif underneath that. So you get 2 of those. So here's the ferns. Loved this. So 2 of those. Some pretty hearts on an off-white background. Then you get a couple of the off-white with the red, and a couple of the off-white with the black. I loved this. I don't know why. To me, that was just striking. And then you get the black, which, again, can you see the pattern? It's very muted, but it's there. This is beautiful. I would love to do a journal with just this. So if you're ordering single pages, get this one or the one with the red. Wouldn't that be fun to have a journal with just the black and white? How fun. And then maybe a color element to the side. And then this I used a lot. In fact, I only had teeny tiny scraps of this when I was all done with my album. So there is that. Now, the other thing that you get with the bundle is you get the cardstock stickers. So personally, I did use the stickers, but the stickers and the chipboard elements are shiny and everything else is matte. And I'm a little weird too, that I feel funny about mixing them. I didn't use as much of this as I could have. I have a lot of this left over actually, but I did use some. I used a lot of the hearts in different places. I used this. I used the butterflies. I used the stamps. I mean, I used it. I just didn't use it all. But it's pretty. Okay. Here is the ephemera. So I used a lot of the ephemera. And the ephemera is a matte finish. I mean, aren't they adorable? I loved these. I used these on a page. These were actually an inspiration for one of the pages. I use these. What's great about this is this was the same size as, I believe it was the 12 by 12, so I could pop that up. I use that on a pocket. I use that on a page. This comes out. I used that. I mean, I used a lot of this. I don't think I had too much of this left over, but I did have some. I did use this. I popped this up. I showed you that other cut apart, so I popped this up on the cut apart and just made it dimensional. Oh, here's the other Alice that is the same size as what's on the page. In fact, I'll show you. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the album. So here, she is the same size as the cut apart, and you can't see, can you see that she's popped up on dimensionals? So it just adds another layer and another element to this page, and then also for here. See, you can't really see, but take my word for it. She's popped up. So we have the Queen. I did not use this. I do like to use these, but I didn't. I don't remember. Oh, this is just an offcut. I did use teapot. I used flowers. I used a lot of these elements. So, you know, with a lot of the collections, you get these kind of flowers, and I know some people really love them. I don't use them. I save them for a while. They float around the studio. And eventually, I mean, like that, eventually, I think I just toss them. I have a box that has flowers in it, but I think there's another one somewhere. But anyhow, I end up not using them. They just don't float my boat. But you know what? Everyone's different. I'm sure there are people that would love to have the ones that I toss. Okay, let me clean this up and then show you the next thing. Okay, the next two things. First of all, these are the chipboard tags and frames. I did use some of these, but I didn't use as many as I was hoping. When I got this, I said, I'm going to use them all. Did I use them all? No. Did I want to? Yes. But it just... So some go in, you know, there's a bunch. How many does it say you get? 30 pieces. And they're all pretty good size. I'm just trying to put them out so you can see how many are here. So, which ones did I use? Well, I'm going to show you how I use them. So here's one. And you can see it's shiny on my paper. So there's a nice tag. What I like to do with these is have them open, and then you could make it a tuck spot. Actually, you could make it a tuck spot and just put something here in this frame. So I like to do that. Do I have any more? I put this one here. This one, I have a large one there. That's not. I like to put them on the back, and the reason I like to put them on the back is because now it's popped up, and when you put the cover, if you put that on a table, it doesn't wear around the edges because this is raised a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the rub-ons. So there's 2 sheets of rub-ons, and you want to make sure you keep the bottom sheet together with it. You don't want to put your fingers on these. It takes away some of the stickiness. Rub-ons are sort of a new thing. They're new to Graphic 45, and they're new on the scene. You see them more and more. I love rub-ons. I love to put them on the pages. If you're smart, you'd get 2 sets of rub-ons. Maybe not do the chipboard, although I like the chipboard too. I don't know. I just love the rub-ons. They add another element to the pages. Let me show you how I use them. Let me tell you, well, I give you hints on how to use them in my tutorial, so if you're curiouser, go to the tutorial. Let me show you a couple of pages where I use them. All right, so we've got, and this is why I get everything with a collection, because you don't know what you're going to use when you start collecting. So here is one of the pieces of ephemera. Here's another. This is open, so you could put something. Here's rub-ons. Now, why would you put rub-ons on a photo mat? Because before you put the photo, it gives you a little extra oomph to the page. Yes, you are going to cover it up, and you won't see those rub-ons. If you got an extra set, you can add them onto the photograph. So I love the rub-ons. Here's a chipboard piece just to show that to you. I added it to a lot of the pages. Here's rub-ons. That is a rub-on. Yes, you are going to cover it up. There's a couple of pages that I just had fun. That's a rub-on underneath this double stacked piece of ephemera. There's these little butterflies are rub-ons. Here's some rub-ons. Again, doesn't it add a nice element to the pages? So anyhow, I like them. That's why when I order something, I like to get everything. Let me show you the bonus things you get with Scrap and Create. I've never ordered from them before. I am not an affiliate. I just, I live and travel in my RV, and I was at a point that I knew I had a window to get some things, and I had planned my time on what I wanted to accomplish that month, and I knew if I didn't get it at a certain time, I wouldn't be able to use it. I'm still going to make another mini album, and this one is going to be a leveled up one. I'm going to do it similar to this. I mean, I'm using the same page styles, but I'm going to level it up, because now Scrap and Create gives you some ribbon. So I have this beautiful red. This is a sheer black. This is a sheer gold. And then this is a little wider black. Is this sheer? Yeah, that's sheer. This gold, incidentally, matches so well. Doesn't that look fabulous? And then the other bonus thing you get when you order a bundle from Scrap and Create, I don't know if you always get it, but I got it with this. It was sort of unexpected. So a couple of corner pieces, a flamingo charm, small corner pieces, a watch charm, heart charm, teapot, diamonds, cards, butterflies, rabbit, another rabbit, I guess March hare, spade, a rose, oh, a rabbit with a deck of cards, club and spade, well, whatever, and a key. So you get those with Scrap and Create. I should have put them on something solid. So you get those. So I ordered, the shipping was very fast. It was packaged very well. I even got a handwritten note along with everything that I ordered. So anyhow, you get that, and you get that, and you get everything at a really nice price. So it was fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed this little haul. I usually don't do haul videos, but I realized I hadn't done it to show you what came in this bundle. So I hope you liked this. Thanks so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go check out this mini album walkthrough, and there is a full tutorial on a playlist to make it easy for you. Thanks again for watching. Have a fabulous day.